In this video, you'll learn the different types of attentional focus and identify them. Let's get right into it. Once you are enrolled in this focus course, your course is going to look something like this. You'll notice you'll receive a quiz and an exercise that asks you to identify the different types of focus depending on the situation. Let's take a look at this so you can understand what you need to do. You'll notice once again the key in focus is to be able to change your focus depending on the game situation. It has a preamble where it tells you every sport has a unique cues that need to be attended to, but all sports have some common denominators for analyzing attentional demands. And in this case, you're going to be asked to put situations down. I'll do a couple just so that you understand it better. Let me take the example of thinking right here, right now. You'll notice focus is divided into internal, things that you think about, and external, things that you see. It can also be divided into narrow, one thing, and broad, two or more. You always talk about narrow or broad first, and then use words like internal and external after. So thinking right here, right now, is a narrow internal focus. Another example is as you enter the playing surface, thinking of the strategies such as having a high confidence, being 100% positive, and focusing at the task at hand. In this case, it is broad and internal. Broad because it's two or more, internal is because something you're thinking about. Another example could be seeing the seams of the ball. Let's say you're thinking of a baseball, or for example a tennis ball, and you're really pinpointing and seeing the ball. So in this case it's narrow, external. You can scan the crowd. And when you scan the crowd, you are having a broad external focus. Another way you can see all this is by dividing this into what's called quadrants. And another example could be, let's say you're the linebacker, and as the play begins, you're having an external broad focus. You're scanning the other players and seeing how they're lining up. Finally, this exercise ends in your ability to write down 10 other situational factors and asks you to organize them. You'll notice in the course, as I mentioned, there is a quiz. I'll take the quiz now just to give you an example. I'll take a random number. Let's say the fifth question here. You rapidly assess the opponent's defensive positions so that you have a specific plan of attack. Once again, the way you want to think about this is always first, is it broad or narrow? So broad or narrow. So broad, many, two or more. Excuse me. Narrow, one. You rapidly assess the opponent's defensive positions so that you have a specific plan of attack. Well, the only thing you're really thinking about is the defensive position. And finally, internal or external. Are you thinking about it or are you seeing it? Well, in this case, you're seeing it, and you put your answer here. Hope you enjoyed the course, and we'll see you another time with much resilience.